They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it, cause I got problems on problems.
And what's going on, people? It's the Xbot 448. Yo, happy Monday morning to all the gamers out there. I know everybody is always excited for the beginning of the work week. And as you guys can see, I am here early, doing this stuff earlier than normal to get the information out to you guys. What is up, Portal Player? Good to see you in the chat. This is another one of my live videos. So today, we are tackling Gears 5 one more time. And the reason why, Portal, just me today. This is a live video. This is what I do. I will go live to talk about certain issues. Just me and you guys. So, kind of like, strap your seatbelt, make sure your seatbelt's tight. We're going to be in for a ride right now. And, what we're talking about today is Gears 5 and everything that has gone on since the Ultimate Edition release. What is up, Cray Simmons? Thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate that. Jack Purchase, what is up, man? That is a name I swear I have not seen in a while. Good to see you in the chat. We are tackling Gears 5 in terms of bugs and glitches. Now, the Ultimate Edition released last Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, or 9 p.m. basically in whatever time zone you're in. And people got in, started playing the game, seeing, the gameplay and stuff like that, and heard a bunch of really good things. Not only that, review scores came out for people who get into numbers on games, and there's been a lot of hype. There's been a lot of Gears 5 information out there. Now, what I have seen going from Thursday all the way through the weekend is an increasing amount of complaints, of advisories for certain glitches in this game. Now, I will say, Friday night, Xbox Live went down for a while. And with that being down, of course, there was a lot of complaints there as well, and rightfully so. I mean, a brand new first-party, AAA game dropped the night before, and people wanted to get into it and play it, through the weekend. And Friday is the start of the weekend, and people couldn't play. All right, so that was an issue. The issue got resolved, but there's been a couple main issues that I do want to talk about. And first of all, I want to get into the one that I think is more easily fixed. Now, when it comes down to it, if you're looking to get into co-op campaign, if you're looking to play with your friends online, if you're looking to get into competitive, they have horde mode, they have competitive, they have arcade, they have escape, all these multiplayer modes, plus co-op campaign. And it seems like their servers were having a lot of issues over the weekend. So when it came down to it, I heard a lot of people talking about, they went in to go play co-op with their friends and they got kicked out. The server kicked them out. They had to start over. Even with like the multiplayer, competitive multiplayer, arcade, horde mode, escape, all the different multiplayers, they were basically having server issues where the server would kick people out, and people were getting frustrated, and rightfully so. Now, one thing I want to put out there, first off, when it comes to server issues, I feel that server issues are going to be fixed fairly quickly. If you notice throughout this generation, games that have online multiplayer, online co-op, all that good stuff, even though these publishers and developers have an idea of how many people are going to play because of, pre-orders and stuff like that, it's never accurate. All right. Don says he would have it crash at a save point. And Don, we are going to get into that. Right now we're getting into the server issues. where people were getting kicked out of the server, getting kicked out of the game, and having to start over and all that good stuff. Now, again, this generation, all we've seen is bumpy roads when it comes to online play when games are first released. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, what were people going to expect? I was hoping for a smooth release when it comes down to it, but obviously, Gears 5 is continuing a trend that we have seen this entire generation. I mean, we gotta put that common sense on it, guys. We gotta be real about it. Um, it's what's gone on this entire generation. So when it comes to the server issues, yes, I feel bad for people who went in there, going in to play co-op, going in to get into competitive and arcade and escape and horde. Man, there is just so much content in Gears 5. But hopefully they will have the servers, running smoothly. I did see from Cole Eastwood that Coalition, the number that they thought of people who were going to play the game, the people who actually played the game was triple the number of people that they estimated. So they had 3 times more people playing Gears 5, getting in on the servers and stuff like that than they had anticipated. Now, I am not making an excuse here. I am just saying what we have gone through this entire generation, and unfortunately, Gears 5 is continuing that trend. Shout out to Portal again. I only experienced one crash. That was my only bad experience. And yeah, guys, there are people who haven't experienced a lot in terms of bugs, glitches, crashes, stuff like that, but it is out there, man. People are talking about it. The issue is real. If it wasn't real, you wouldn't have the coalition responding on Twitter the way they have. And I'm going to be getting into that as well, because what I did was I created another scene here, and let me switch over to Google Chrome, because yes, I do use Microsoft Edge, and we are right on point with it. So I am going to show this other scene. First off, the coalition has come out, and they tweeted this out yesterday, that they have fixed an issue causing infinite saving checkpoints. So what's going on there is when you get to a certain point, the game is going to save for you. Now, by infinite saving checkpoints, all you see is that little saving icon in the bottom right-hand side or left-hand side. I think it's right-hand side. The bottom right-hand side of your screen. It just keeps going, and it doesn't necessarily save like it's supposed to. It keeps trying, it keeps trying, it keeps trying. So supposedly they have fixed that issue, but they also say that, they're no longer seeing this problem. However, if you are experiencing this, they want to hear from you. So the Twitter page is called the Coalition Studio. So if you're still getting any of the infinite saving checkpoints where your game's not saving, it's constantly stating that it is saving, but it's not, stuff like that, definitely hit them up on Twitter and let them know that you are still experiencing that. But from what they have seen, they have absolutely fixed that, which is a good thing. That means they are on point, they are moving. What is up, Xbox Fastfire? Good to see you, man. You are a little bit of a newer name in the chat, and it is always awesome to see newer people. Welcome to the live video. And like I said, so server issues, I think they're going to be taken care of fairly quickly. As you can see, they are working on one of the bigger bugs in terms of the infinite saving aspect on the checkpoints. Now, I also wanted to show you guys something. So I am going to go over and I am going to switch this to a YouTube video. Yo, shout out to Gameranx. I am using your footage here because I wanted to show people something. So we're just going to hit play on this video, and we're going to let that go while we're talking. Now, the reason why we're letting that go is different people have given glitches to certain games, to Gameranx, footage and stuff like that, and they put it in there for glitch videos. Now, I'm not saying that some of the glitches that Gears is dealing with right now isn't absolutely major. All right, it could be more serious than what you're seeing right here with kind of like the leg floating up in the air. Um, Kratos' own leg in God of War. But I wanted to show you guys that even the quote unquote godly God of War has glitches. Now, some of them are more severe than others. The one where he's riding the monster that isn't there and he eventually falls through the world, that could be a very frustrating glitch. None of these games that are coming out are perfect right now, okay? Even ones that scored 10 out of 10 and everything like that. So, with that being said, the other bugs and glitches that people are experiencing in Gears 5 is all right, your prompt to open a door. There are points in time where the prompt to open a door is not there and you cannot progress. There you would have to restart the game and go back into the level. Stuff like that. So far the infinite saves, uh, Coalition feels they solved the problem with. Other bugs and glitches they are definitely working on. All right. So when it comes down to it, guys, I know people are frustrated about what's going on with Gears 5, but I don't know of a perfect game that has been released. If you guys do know of a perfect game that hasn't had bugs and glitches, please hit up the chat. Let me know. I would love to check out this perfect running, perfect performing game. And again, shout out to Gameranx for the footage here and collecting this gameplay footage from other gamers out there who have experienced. Now there's a slowdown glitch in God of War as well as you're seeing right now, and that was absolutely crazy. Could be completely frustrating. Could cause people to you know shut their game off and restart it. Yahoo! What is up? Oh snap! It's Mel. She says PUBG is perfect. GTA is perfect. Yeah. I think those are two of the buggiest games out there, or at least when they launched. Because if you remember GTA Online, it didn't even work when it launched. Like people only got to where they got out of the airport, and Rockstar had to go, work double time to get that glitch fixed. So that's pretty funny right there. Portal player wants to get a battle toad. So you guys know I'm for you guys. So here it goes. Battle toads. Man, it always feels good when I say that too. Yo, shout out to Supersonic because on last night's CCC, after we got off air, he started going at me about Battletoads, and I had to put him in his place. It wasn't live though. It wasn't live. I had to put Supersonic in his place off the air about that game. I can't wait to play that game, by the way. But getting back, getting back to the subject at hand. I know one of the things that I went through in Gears 5 was the fact that the prompt to open a door wasn't there. And I had to restart the game, go back in, and it was there then. So Gears has a game breaking bug though. Yo, Tommy, let me know exactly what that is, because if it's the infinite save where your game is not saving but it's trying to infinitely, the coalition says they have fixed that. So your progress will be saved accordingly in the game now. And if it isn't, they want to know. They want to hear from people to see that if there's any more they need to do on that front. But that is the only glitch that I think is quote unquote game breaking. Now, again, the server issues, I think they should have them fixed fairly soon. It's something we've dealt with this entire generation. I don't think any game has come out and the online was working absolutely perfect right from the get-go, right from release. And you also got to remember, this is for the Ultimate Edition. So the regular standard edition of Gears 5 does not drop until, I believe, tomorrow. So I believe the regular standard edition of Gears 5 drops tomorrow. That's when you're actually going to get even more people, playing the game. So I think Coalition should be hard at work right now on their server issue and fixing any of the bugs or whatnot. But the Don KTR, the Don in the chat saying save thing seemed to work on Sunday. Dude, I don't know if you're working and you're just trying to hit the comments like really quick, but he said the save thing seemed to work on Sunday, and they did release a patch yesterday. So with that being said, hopefully that one's all done. Now we're gonna go to Gameranx as well as we're talking, and we're gonna do another video here for The Witcher 3. All right. Again, it's another game that people have. It was highly reviewed, got really high scores. But K Mega let me know there was a bunch of bugs and glitches in this game. Now you're looking at 10 of them right here. You got your horse basically flying through the air, stuff like that. So these are games that are considered masterpieces, right? Games that got a 10 out of 10 in terms of reviews and stuff like that. But as you can see, they definitely have their bugs and their glitches. So at the end of the day, if there's anybody telling you that this game is not worth it because of the bugs, because of the glitches, you can point to videos and games like this, Witcher 3, God of War, and how highly reviewed and highly esteemed these games are, and realize that these games aren't perfect. There is no perfect game out there, people. Yo, Xbox Fastfire, first time listening live from the UK. Thank you, brother. Thank you from the support from across the pond, man. It's really, really appreciated. I'm going to bring it back to some Gears gameplay here. At the end of the day, people are right. The game is not perfect right now. It does not perform the way it should be. But Coalition is working hard to get this done, and I feel it doesn't take away right now. I've only experienced one of the glitches, and I believe it's a more minor glitch. But guys, I gotta tell you, I am getting into the story. What they did with this game in 2.5 years of development, I am astounded by what they did here. The improvement that they did from Gears 4 to Gears 5, especially in the campaign. I don't get into Gears multiplayer too much. I'm not a sweaty competitive Gears player, but what they've done, how they have stepped up in the campaign is absolutely incredible when you think about the amount of time that they were developing this game. 2.5 years, when a normal game development cycle is anywhere between 3 to 5. Absolutely incredible, guys. But that's pretty much it for now. I wanted to let you know that Coalition is working on it. They think they got one of the bugs fixed. When it comes to the servers, this is something we have dealt with the entire generation, and it's usually fixed fairly quickly. So I wouldn't expect too many issues moving into like the middle of the week. Going into this coming weekend, I think a lot of this stuff will be ironed out by then, especially on the server side, because I really feel like that's where, a lot of people play Gears multiplayer the way I play Halo multiplayer. So I know the Coalition knows how important it is to get people into the multiplayer games, how many people wanted to get into the co-op campaign, and I don't see too much longer that we're going to have to deal with those issues when it comes to the server. When it comes to the glitches, I think the bigger one has supposedly been fixed, so definitely reach out to the Coalition Studio on Twitter if you're still having those issues. But other than that, guys, sit back and enjoy this game, because from what I'm seeing from the campaign, this has the promise to me to be the best Gears campaign I might have ever played. The only Gears campaign I haven't played is Judgment. So, put that all together. This might be the best campaign. I am in Act 2 right now. The only reason why I haven't gotten through it more is because another game that I was really, really waiting for dropped on Thursday at midnight as well, and that is NBA 2K20. And speaking of 2K20, you want to talk about game-breaking glitches between Gears 5 and NBA 2K20. I had to restart. Gears 5 one time. All right. I had to restart NBA 2K20 5 times already for getting stuck in a loading screen. And I sat there and I waited because, sometimes the loading screen just kind of kicks over and it brings you to the next part. So when it's all said and done, guys, yeah, like we have been dealing with this the entire generation, and the trend seems to be going. It's still happening. Hopefully, when Project Scarlet and PlayStation 5 release in holiday 2020, with the SSD and the technology that they are putting into this for no load times, maybe we won't get stuck in loading screens anymore, people. Maybe that'll be a thing of the past. I cannot wait. Tommy Jordan said Mooch said he couldn't finish Gears. And that could have been why. He could have been Tommy. He could have also been playing co-op as well. And if you're playing co-op, the server issues when you're playing co-op campaign, the server issues show themselves even in the campaign because you're using online servers to play co-op. All right, so that could be a server issue. I think the Coalition, one of their major problems with the campaign, I think they believe they have fixed that. And just moving forward, the game is going to iron out. The game is going to smooth out. I already showed God of War gameplay glitches. I showed Witcher 3 gameplay glitches. This shows people that when it comes to these games, and even the highly rated, highly reviewed games, that they all drop with bugs, they all drop with glitches, and they all drop with server issues. I don't know what people were expecting from a new game, but this is what we've gotten this entire generation. So when it comes down to it, maybe us as a community needs to speak out more on the quality of the game when it's first released, and that's all games, regardless of platform, regardless of exclusivity, whether it's an exclusive to a certain platform or whether it's multi-plat. Maybe we need to speak up and say that we want better. And the funny thing is, we'll say we want better, and then when games get delayed 2 or 3 times, we're like, what the hell is going on? And I don't know. I just know this is what we've been dealing with this generation, and it seems to be that the trend is continuing. But I don't think it's any reason to, bring your game back or uninstall it or anything like that. If it's what we've been dealing with this entire generation, then let's do what we've done this entire generation. Either hold off playing it until they patch it a little bit more, or keep playing it and eventually it goes through. Well, Tommy, I don't think God of War had an online co-op component to it either, brother. So think about that. Gears 5 is giving the gamer an extra feature that God of War just does not have. So with that extra added feature, definitely comes extra added risk for performance issue, for bugs, and for glitches. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Juan David. Yo, shout out to Juan David in the chat. He said, the missing prompt happened to me while loading after first meeting Lizzie in the streets. JD had no gun and saw no prompt. I loaded the previous checkpoint and it worked. Exactly, Juan. That's all you got to do. Load the previous checkpoint and it usually irons itself out. Something like that. You know, server issues, the coalition has to fix. But when it comes to like your prompt to open a door or something, if it's not there, load previous checkpoint and you'll be able to you should be able to open a door. You should be able to progress. All right, Tommy. Well, he said he was playing by himself, so hopefully they fix that issue. If that is the case, I haven't heard too many people say that they could not finish the game playing single player. I've heard a lot of people say that they were having so many issues playing co-op that, you know, they just kind of shut the game off after a while because people kept getting kicked out of the party, stuff like that. Lucifer, what is up, brother? Lucifer is also a member of this channel, as you can see from the fancy little logo next to his name. Yeah, guys, you can be a member to this channel as well, and you will get a bunch of exclusive emojis if you ever decide to become a member. Definitely added that feature to my channel, so if you want, you can definitely check that out. But he said that, have I seen the first person glitch? No, I have not. And Lucifer, you know that would interest me because I am a Halo player. Supersonic said he got stuck in single player too. And like I said, guys, they are working on it. I feel by the middle of the week going into the weekend, a lot of this stuff should be ironed out. And I feel like at least the server issues, I feel, should be ironed out within this week. Coalition, they are working on it. And like I said before, one of the bigger bugs with the infinite saves where your game wasn't saving, but it was trying to the entire time. They believe they fixed that issue. So they are moving forward. They are progressing. I like the game, but dang. Supersonic, name one game that has released this entire generation that had no bugs, no glitches, and no server issues. Yeah. All right, Lou, if the clip's on Twitter, tag me, share it with me. I definitely want to check it out. But guys, that's pretty much it for now. It is early. Like I said, I went live a little bit early to talk to you guys. Wanted to put that out there. I do want to play some NBA 2K. I have my career that I get absolutely addicted to. Huge shout out to everybody out there, for supporting the channel, for supporting my videos, the podcast that's on this channel, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't done it yet, definitely hit that thumbs up button for me on this video as well. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. This is the home of the next podcast. Not only that, you get gaming news videos, you get live streams. There is content on this channel to kind of like sink your teeth into, and I definitely appreciate all the subs. Every single person that subs to this channel, thank you guys so much. But that's pretty much it for now. Like I said before, if you like the topic, you like the gameplay, definitely hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. But as for now, this is the X-Spot 448, and I am definitely signing out.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems.